hopefully you can see me okay. I'm going out right now. And, when Spirit gives me a message, I like to just shoot it on out there. And I'm glad that, Spirit is channeling these messages. Because when I wasn't really putting up videos, the messages, they weren't telling me to say nothing. So if they tell me to shut the fuck up, then I'm going to be quiet until they tell me not to. But anyhow, in this video, real quickly, you guys, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why narcissists seem to get ahead, like, of quote-unquote good people. We'll just put that in quotes, So why do narcissists seem to get ahead? Because a lot of people have come to me in coaching, upset and distraught, like, they're skipping away, Hey, Tracy. They're skipping away to a perfect life, or, seem like they're doing better than me. And I've already talked about that from a psychological and emotional stance, from the survivor's perspective. But I'm going to let you guys know 4 good reasons right now how a narcissist can get ahead of you in life. And when I had to say it like that, you guys, because I'm not talking about spiritually getting ahead of you. They're not spiritually getting ahead of you, but maybe they might be able to work this world that's ran by the devil, right? They might get ahead of you in a 3D is what I'm talking about. So the first reason why, you guys, is they have a nerve to believe that they should get ahead in life. So many survivors, are lacking self-esteem, and they don't even believe better for themselves, which is why, they dealt with the shitty relationship with the narcissist. But a narcissist have a nerve to believe, in spite of all their flaws, in spite of not only their flaws, but they could be criminals, whatever, they still have a nerve to believe that they deserve the best in life. Yeah. And not only do they, oh, that was crazy what this person just did in front of me. Not only do they have the nerve to believe it, they take action on it. They're not sitting back waiting necessarily for somebody to rescue them. And I know that some of you are going to be like, wait a minute. Well, why was they manipulating me into helping them? Well, that's not sitting back waiting. That's actually taking some type of action to try to use somebody else to manipulate their way, to finagle their way in a situation, to finesse, all of that stuff. Yeah, so they're taking some type of action. They're not waiting, to be perfect. They're not waiting to feel like they've earned something or that they're qualified. God doesn't need you to be qualified. He don't always uplift the most qualified person. It's just the person that he's chosen, okay? So yeah, they have a nerve to believe it, and then they take action, and then guess what? They going for more than they even wanted. So this is just like if I go for a job interview, and I'm not going to tell them exactly how much money I want. I'm going to shoot higher. So hopefully I'll bare minimally end up with my minimal. So narcissists, they're greedy in that way. So they're not just trying to shoot their target. They're going to make sure they line enough up to where hopefully on a good note, they're getting way more than the bare minimum. And survivors, a lot of times, due to a lot of psychological things and unhealed trauma, we're just hoping for the bare minimum of people. Like, our standards are just not high enough. Like, go ahead and be fucking bougie. It's okay. Let somebody call you stuck up. I don't care. It's okay. Like, we're caring too much about what other people want to say. You think you're better than? Yes, I am better than. I'm not taking less than. I deserve the best. It's okay. Like, have that type of energy with yourself, and they do that. It's like, it may be unwarranted. Like, wait, how they think they? But you know what? Sometimes in life, the squeaky wheel is the one that gets the damn oil. So not only are they, I guess this is going to be like 5, because this one just dawned on me. Not only do they have a nerve to believe it, they're taking an action, they're going from more than they want, but they're being persistent and consistent on it. They're not, like, if they try something on one supply and it don't work, oh, I guess I'll go to the next one. They're not sitting in the corner, what's wrong with me? Trying to figure out why that one option didn't work on them. Oh, well, I guess I'll exercise one, because chances are they're doing a whole bunch of options to begin with. They're not just doing one thing to begin with. So I think survivors, and I've said this in other videos, there are things that you can learn from a narcissist. There are things you can learn from criminals. Yeah. I mean, as far as not putting all your eggs in one basket, depending on the situation, allowing yourself to have, a certain amount of options and believing that you're worthy to do that. Okay? So the last thing that I wanted to say, you guys, is they don't have any real set of principles. They're very fluid, and them being fluid allows them to be able to get in where they fit in, and they're going to make themselves fit in, like, because they're just trying to survive. You know what I mean? They're trying to do more than survive, but this is how, okay, for example, they get with the next person. Now they turn from this type of personality to that type of personality. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by that. They're not standing on any type of solid principles. And when you're not only, can you shift and change very easily, you don't care what you have to do to get there. Lie, cheat, steal. Like, your integrity, your character is not something that you're holding to esteem. Like, you're not caring about, okay, I had to tell this lie, I had to tell a white lie, I had to tell a major lie, I had to tell this person I was in love with them, but this is how I was able to get closer to what I needed to get. So this is another reason why they're able to, change into 3D. And this is how some narcissists end up doing some shady ass shit, some strange things for a piece of change, like, is by any means necessary. And survivors, usually, you guys are holding super tight to your integrity. You're standing on something, and you want to do what's right, and it's very fixed. It's very fixed versus a fluid ass narcissist that will do whatever they have to do by any means necessary. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Well, I'm not gonna say that's it, meaning as though there's nothing else on the list, but that was on my mind, and I wanted to share that with you guys. And because you can learn, like, I study people. Number one, I love psychology and I love the human mind, and I study all types of people, and you can learn. It's okay to learn about predators, because then you'll know how they walk, how they talk. You'll be able to see one coming from a mile away. Their hope is that they can go under the radar and undetected, But the first line of defense is not prematurely emotionally attaching to someone. And if you have an issue with that, I do have a playlist, I believe it's entitled, like, Emotional Intelligence. And there's mad videos under there that can just help you to begin to, get out of that naive lane. Like, it's 2023. It's too much going on. You need to be knowing better. But it's a Saturday evening for me, you guys. I hope that you all are being safe, and you enjoy whatever you're doing. I'm normally home, honestly. Okay, bro, you should let me over or what? But I'm gonna have a little nightcap tonight and do what I have to do. Hopefully this message helps somebody and give you something to think about, because trust me, if a narcissist feels entitled to all of that, imagine what you're really entitled to. That's the meat of why I'm sharing this with you. Like, why should a person like that get to walk around on this earth and feel qualified for this and that, and you don't even think that much of yourself, if that's the case. I've helped a lot of people, and you could be some real solid people in this chat right now and be like, what, Lakia, I'm good on that, but it's whatever. But all right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop on off of this live. Whenever I feel like I have a word for you all, I'm definitely going to hop in. So make sure you subscribe and you hit the bell, revisit the bell, make sure it's still tapped so you'll get notified because, you know, I'm very, you know, I'm sporadic with it. You should know that by now if you've been with me, and if you're new, welcome to the channel. Share the channel. More people need to know this stuff. All right. All right, you guys, I love you, and please take care and continue to work on yourself. You're always, you know, we're always a student. I said this in a support group. I may be somewhat of a teacher, but I'm always a student. I'm always a student first. All right, you guys, I love you. Take care. Bye-bye. I'm trying to get off of here safely.